channel. This is Michelle, and today I wanted to share with you a quick flip through of a recent album that I did featuring items from Vintage Rose Creations, which is a store by Kim Lippincott. You can find her on Facebook at Vintage Rose Creations and at her fabulous crafting group, Kim's Vintage Rose and Friends. With this kit, I wanted to go with a theme that matched the gorgeous Tim Holtz cigar label fabric that she had sent me, as well as some vintage cigar labels. And she also sent me these cigar holders, which I'll show you what I've used this for at the end of the video. So as you can see for the background here, I took and actually first layered up the cover lengthwise with the various different cigar labels, and then added pieces of the Tim Holtz cigar label fabric as part of the background. And I added some of this gorgeous braided trim work that has gold and kind of a taupey gray look to it. And you know, you really don't want to do anything too frou-frou for a man, but I thought adding some dark flowers with some metal accents would be a really great thing here. And I also used one of these gorgeous antique buttons that she had sent me, and I added some rope to the center of it to give it a more, as I said, more masculine feel. We have a key and a number, Tim Holtz number plate here, and I used the Tim Holtz titles, chipboard titles. And as you see, I put notes, etc., and limited edition, because I normally do not make journals or any kind of book really centered towards men. So this is a first for me. I just used a simple seam binding that I had in my stash. It's kind of a tan color, not too frilly. And on the inside, I went too far. Here we go. I took and also used the Tim Holtz fabric, along with some vintage buttons that Kim had sent. I made a pocket, a little slight pocket. It's just a small tuck away pocket for anything small that, you know, one might want to tuck away in here. And I added a vintage wood button. And then I added journal sheets and some just old kind of paper. It made me think of you know, the old time smoking rooms when the men would get together and sit and talk about whatever they would talk about. And I had found online some images of some cigar bands that I wanted to feature throughout the book as well, staying with the whole theme. I have here some alteration tags that can be used to craft with, or you know, to put pictures on and use to tuck away. We have some more of the cigar labels and some of the cigar bands that I kind of matched up a little bit here and there throughout the book. Use some washi tape on the edges and some really pretty Tim Holtz paper in the background. We have guest checks that can be tucked in and notes made on. Another place to, you know, briefly jot down notes and things. Cigar band. Here we have a little tuck away tag book. You know, this would be like a gift even for a kid to give to their dad who might like to smoke cigars, and maybe record memories or add pictures of their dad to the book. We have some washi tape with men riding unicycles and things of this sort. We have some tops of the alteration tags here. Give the cigar bands and the cigar length bands that I have here. Some more cards, and this card actually has memoir and the definitions thereof on the end of it, and it has a little line. I know you really can't see the lines, but it's really a cute card. It came with a journal kit that I purchased online. The coin envelope that they could tuck away little coins. Here I featured a little clip that they could add notes to, or you know, whatnot, whatever they want to do there. Another pocket to tuck away, vintage buttons. And then here on the back, you can see how I use the length labels. This is how I'd originally done it on the cover, but I decided I wanted to add some of the Tim Holtz fabric to the front as well. But I just love the way these look. This album actually came from my personal stash, and I've had it for years. So I've just recently discovered the love of doing journals. And I thought, well, this will be kind of different for me. I'll go ahead and do one this way. So now for the cigar case. Now, of course, if you have your father or your husband or anybody that smokes cigars. Let's see if it's this way. I haven't worked with these much yet to know how they really work. A little stick. There we go. Comes off of there. But on the inside of this one, I was thinking, just to give an example, if you have a small pencil or pen, this pen actually works pretty well in this. It could be a pen holder that is attached to this side of the book. So there you have it. We have a very simple, clever little men's oriented smoking journal kind of thing. For vintage products and great finds, Kim has a very keen eye for the vintage ephemera and fabric and buttons and embellishments and things of all sorts. So like I said, you can find her on Facebook at Vintage Rose Creations. That is her Facebook store. And in her Facebook group, Kim's Vintage Rose and Friends. And we would love for you to join and share what you make. I will feature the links below, and I will also feature the link to my blog if you would like to find even more inspiration. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do so, and just tap the little bell, and that case when I post something new, you will be updated. Thanks a lot for stopping by today. See y'all real soon. Bye.